KC9VKV.
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Yes, sir. I was just copying the mail there. I heard you talking about 6 meters. I'm trying to get into 6 meters, but I haven't been able to copy anything. Whereabouts are you guys located?
I'm in East Bend, North Carolina.
Roger. I'm down around Louisville, Kentucky, just across the river over in New Albany, Indiana, but I haven't been able to copy anything on 6 meters. Is that like local traffic you're talking about?
Well, there are openings. You know, I've had several good openings. I've worked from here. I've worked all the way into Canada, all up and down the East Coast. But typically, there's different groups here that there's a couple of repeaters that we get into all the time. We have some pretty interesting round tables on the 6 meter repeaters. So I'm sure there's a repeater somewhere around you that you could access. You can check that online.
Roger. I'm probably not giving it a good shot because I just came into acquisition of some Meritracks, FM 6 meter modifieds, and so I'm probably not in the mainstream of 6 meter, which would probably be sideband. Roger.
Yeah, if you're looking for long range, yeah, sideband. But typically, I spend probably when I'm on 6 meters, I spend most of my time on FM through a repeater.
Roger. Okay, thank you. I was just curious. It sounded like you might be in the mecca of the 6 meter world, and I just wondered where that was.
Well, there are 8 right here I can access with full quieting all the time. I can operate very well here on 6 meters. It's all the way into Greensboro, and I'm 20 miles west of Winston-Salem.
Roger, that's FM 6 meter?
Yeah, FM. And, of course, the antenna is everything. I've got a big 6 meter. It's called a Dominator. It's a big 6 meter vertical. It's an excellent antenna. And with that, it gives them tremendous amount of gain. I also have a 6 meter 5-element beam, but I don't have it up at the time.
Roger. Yeah, I built a loop and put it, vertical, fed it from the end so it's directional, horizontal, vertical, and then put it on a rotor, and then I just put a horizontal dipole on top of that so I could get horizontal and vertical, but just not copying the mail at all in this area, I guess. Well, thanks so much for the information. I'll let you guys get back together.
Okay, anytime. Go ahead, MT.
Roger that. Well, of course, John, down there where you are, everything's on 6 meter FM. There is a large group that gets together in Virginia every morning starting at 8 o'clock that's on 6 meters, single sideband. Of course, the national calling frequency is 50200, and the Virginia single sideband 6 meter net meets on 50215. And I have one running net control. I have copied people as far away as Missouri. So if you want to listen on sideband, listen around on 50200, and that'll be the national calling frequency on single sideband. And like John said, some days on single sideband, you can't talk a half mile, and the other days you can't get the sucker to talk to the people you want to 100 miles away. So there's always activity out there, and there's always band openings. So that'll give you a starting point for that area for single sideband. And a horizontal dipole does very well on single sideband. If that information will help you, sir.
Thanks so much. Like I said, I'm not really probably giving it a good shot. I'm running a Motorola Meritracks, and of course they have to be programmed. I do have about 20 slots programmed. It can do 99. There's about 20 slots there, and they are FM repeater frequency. So, but there's just no activity. I keep waiting for some drift to come in from the outside world, a little conditions, but haven't run across any yet. But so I appreciate the information. Thank you very much.
You're quite welcome, sir. This is W4Vgr.
Roger. This is Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor around Louisville.